Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I would like to thank you before I start for watching my videos, for commenting, for subscribing and for being patient with me while I get used to this whole YouTube thing. It is quite a learning curve for me. I have decided as part of that learning curve not to shuffle while I'm talking to you. I have shuffled and I'm going to cut the deck now in front of you just so that there is some trust between us that I'm really not setting the cards out before and inventing all of this and this is real and this is what the cards are really telling me. Having got that out the way, I am going to do a reading tonight on the Obamas and how the Obamas feel about the Harkles. We know that the Harkles were not invited to President Obama's 60th birthday party. We also know that Meghan Markle, at least, was expecting to be a special guest at the birthday party and must have been quite devastated when she wasn't even invited. She did certainly seem to lift the 44 by 60 idea from President Obama's birthday party and try to make it her own. We know that that failed quite spectacularly. We definitely getting the sense that the Obamas are inching away. Well, not even inching, they are racing away from their support of the Harkles. And I saw that in a reading I did a while back on Meghan Markle and her presidential ambitions, that the support that she had relied on and that was possibly there in the past for her is being removed. And I speculated that that support was the Obamas, the Bidens, the Clintons, the Democratic Party network in the US is pulling away from her and just definitely distancing themselves from Meghan Markle and her presidential aspirations. And so I know you'll all be devastated that we won't be seeing Prince Harry juggling through the window of the Oval Office while Meghan sits there at that desk. I'm sure that desk has a name and an amazing pedigree, and I apologize, I don't know. But mercifully for us, for the rest of the world, it does not look like Meghan Markle is going to be ensconced in the Oval Office anytime soon because of this withdrawal of support. So what is the underlying energy of the Obamas towards the Harkles? And I get the 5 of Wands. Now I'm using the After Tarot, just so you know. And they're fed up with all the conflict that the Harkles bring, that wherever they go, fight, 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 fight with family, fight with press, fight with the royals, fight with people who comment on them, fight, 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 fight with each other, no doubt. And so underlying energy of this reading, the energy that will color this reading, as far as the Obamas are concerned, they're done with it. They're over it. They can't work with people who are just basically so negative and so conflicted, so combative in everything that they do. So what is the general energy from the Obamas towards the Harkles? And yet again, I get this idea of conflict. 5 of Swords. The Obamas see just conflict. When they think of the Harkles, they see conflict, they see hollow victories. The 5 of Swords is very often the interpretation that people give to it is of hollow victory. You win a hollow victory over people, but you win at the expense of your own reputation, of your own future. They see them very negatively. Straight out of the gate, we've got 2 cards of conflict. That is how the Obamas see them. Good to know, because that's how we all see them. So it's very reassuring to us to see that the Obamas see this too and don't seem to want any part of it. So what is the obstacle that the Obamas feel in their relationship with the Harkles? And we get the King of Swords. I always see this card as Prince Philip, but possibly their admiration for Prince Philip. Yes, I'm getting a nod from the universe as I say that. Their admiration for Prince Philip is preventing them from siding with the Harkles in their conflict with the royal family. And that is very interesting. President Obama wrote a very beautiful tribute to Prince Philip. It was very moving, very heartfelt. When Prince Philip passed, it came out very quickly when the news broke, and I was really impressed by it. I was really moved by it. And so I think there is genuine feeling there from the Obamas towards Prince Philip and towards the royal family. And that also is reassuring to see. Happy news for us so far. What is hidden? What don't we know? What is the underlying vibe that the Obamas see about Harry and Meghan? And again, royal family card, 10 of Pentacles. This is, the Obamas are motivated by the support of the royal family. Very clearly here, absolutely emphatic. The cards are just screaming this out. The Obamas see the castles, they see the honors, they see the prestige, they see the lineage, they see the children, they see the future, they see the security, the need for this heritage, this to be carried forward in posterity. I'm becoming all tongue-tied as I say this, but they are definitely very supportive of Prince William and his children and the future king, Prince George. There was that delightful photo of Prince George waiting up to meet the Obamas in his little dressing gown, and there it is. The cards are saying very explicitly the Obamas are on the side of the royals and may not be making it very publicly known, but there it is. So what is their focus, the Obamas, in relation to the Harkles, the Hanged Man? They really are stepping back. They are stepping away, taking themselves out of the equation and letting Harry and Meghan quite literally hang themselves in I'm going to mix all kinds of metaphors now, but in the court of public opinion. They have themselves gained a new perspective on Harry and Meghan in this card, because the Hanged Man is the card of illumination, in the sense that you, while you're hanging there in limbo, begin to see things very differently. And I think that they have now formed a very different opinion of Harry and Meghan than they originally had. A very negative opinion, I would say, from these cards. Interesting reading so far. That is the first major arcana that's come out in this reading, that they are stepping back and removing themselves from the support network of around the Harkles. What has happened in the recent past in their relationship with Harry and Meghan? Well, there's the birthday party, very clearly, with the 9 of Cups. Birthday party, feasting, celebrating, happiness, everybody there, except, because the 9 is missing a cup to get to the 10, except for Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan were left out of that birthday party, or that jollification that happened. They were not there, and they were not there very deliberately. They were, I can't even say uninvited, because they were never invited. So, missed the big happy moment. Very public moment, lots of press, lots of notice. What is going to be happening in the near future between the Obamas and the Harkles, from the Obamas' point of view? The Hierophant, and again, loud support in that card for the royal family, for the status quo. The Obamas are absolutely on the side of the royal family, and they may even make it known publicly, because there is some form of proclamation coming here from this Hierophant. There is the book. He's proclaiming, he's showing the book, he's showing the rules, he's showing this is how things go, this is the high road, this is the divine order, this is the way things need to be. You too, who are full of conflict, fighting with everyone, you need to stop, and you need to show some respect to this authority figure and really toe the line. So let's look at Harry and Meghan separately. How do the Obamas feel about Prince Harry? Ooh, 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups. They just see him as full of woe, as the sorrowful figure who First of all, I get from this card, because the moon is there and there's this lady in white in this card. Now, of course, it's the after tarot, so it's not the usual depiction of the Eight of Cups. It's the Eight of Cups just taken a little bit further on in time. Princess Diana, Harry, and this idea that he can never move on from this grief around his mother. They see that he is trying to leave the sorrow behind, but never quite succeeding. And that really he's just very unhappy, very lost. Off he goes, that figure in red in the distance, off he goes into the distance, full of woe and rather desperate and rather pathetic in this depiction. So, yes, they maybe feel sorry for him. They certainly aren't impressed by him. He's certainly not someone that they would want to work with, go into ventures with, endorse as the first husband. If Meghan were to embark on a presidential campaign, I'm also getting off here, apart from just the sorrow, mental health problems from this card. Not usually a card of mental health issues, but here, definitely. How do they feel about Meghan Markle? Queen of Pentacles. They see her as ensconced in luxury in Montecito, holding up that pentacle. That's her motivation, that is her focus. She wants to merge, she wants to make money, she wants to be wealthy, she wants to make sure that she never has to worry about money ever again in future. It's not negative. It could have come out in the reverse and then it would have been really negative, but they see her as motivated by her creature comforts, by luxury, by status and the good life. She's interested in the good life and not negative. Again, they haven't gone that far yet with Harry and Meghan as to really see them negatively, but they're on their way, I would say. What are their hopes and fears, the Obamas, in relation to this couple? The World in reverse. Now, this card came out like this in the reading that I've just done, taking the temperature in Montecito with a different deck. They fear for the Harkles. They fear that the Harkles are not going to succeed, that they are going to be seen very publicly to fail in their ventures, in their grand schemes, that all of these projects that they are launching, the Netflix, Spotify, Procter & Gamble deals, the interviews, the Oprah interview, the Apple mental health thing, the Netflix projects that are coming up in future, Pearl, the Invictus Games, all the rest of it, all these schemes, the the 4 books that are coming out, these many ventures that the Harkles are busy with are going to all fall flat. Oh dear. Cries of joy as we see that card. But always in my readings, it's the 10th card that tells it all. So what is going to be the outcome of this relationship between the Obamas and the Harkles? Are they going to reconcile? Are they going to go into some form of partnership together? Are they going to continue drifting apart? Let's see. 2 of Swords in reverse. The 2 of Swords in reverse is making a difficult decision, a decision that you really don't want to make, but you're forced to make it. And I would say, coming after the Hierophant, it does look as if the Obamas are going to quite literally cut the Harkles out. Publicly, literally say, no, we are not going to continue down that road with them, of supporting them, endorsing them, all the rest of it. We reached a crossroads with them, because the 2 of Swords is that crossroad, that moment of decision, and we have reached that crossroads with them, and we have now decided, or we will be in future, because this is the future outcome card based on current energies. This could change, of course, if energies change, but the way things are going at the moment, it does look as if the Obamas are going to say, sorry, we're cutting you loose, we're not going to be supporting you in future. Difficult for us to do. But it's not an emotional card, it's not a Pentacles card, a money card, it's not a Wands card, a passionate project card. This is the cold voice of reason saying it's swords, it's saying no, it doesn't make sense for us to continue to support you. You're on your own. Interesting reading, interesting outcome. Positive for us watching this with horror and dismay, this saga unfold. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you on the next one.